and welcome to Being You at BU, the show where we discuss all things Bournemouth University, including courses, sports teams and events.
This week, however, we will be focusing on the student union and the role it plays within the university.
We will be taking a look into the Roleplay Society, conducting an interview with them, hearing what news is occurring at the moment, taking a tour around Subu building, seeing what is coming up on campus in the forthcoming weeks, and finally, Ella and I will be putting our skills to the test in a fun little game of golf.
That's absolutely right, Jess. That's something I'm really looking forward to today because I know that I will be walking away with a lovely golden trophy.
Don't get your hopes up, Ella. We haven't even started yet. Before we find out who the winner will be, we've got a few things to talk about. Up first, the Roleplay Society.
I'm Oliver Miller.
I'm Reese.
My name is Hannah.
My name's Stormy.
My name's Harrison.
I am the president of the Roleplay Society.
I'm the current workshop coordinator for the society, so I run workshops teaching basic fundamentals of roleplay and role-playing games. So the Roleplay Society started as basically a gathering of a few different people who were interested mainly in things like D&D.
And then we probably communicated with the Games Society to maybe take over some of the people that were interested in board games rather than video games.
And then it just has progressively sort of evolved into what it is now, of just like people coming together, finding out new games to play and that sort of thing.
It was through the Freshers Fair. I found the Roleplay Society and I found it really interesting, so I decided to join it, and I've been attending a few sessions and it's something I'm really enjoying.
It was just a good way to escape and something new and something different.
I joined the Roleplay Society in my first year in January of 2022. Really got into the games like the Society's large community game, which we call our West Marches.
Which is just a huge D&D campaign for like 6 DMs and like 60 players.
Just found a community in that. So we've had quite a variety of events.
We've done a lot of game nights, we've done what we call a tavern crawl, which is just a glorified pub crawl.
It was a good laugh. It was just a good excuse to get out with people that you hadn't really known. You sort of seen about the society and just get to know them a bit better, have a few drinks, have a good laugh.
And we've also run events for charity, like last year we did a charity live stream for Critical Role Foundation, which is basically supporting people in impoverished countries, which is basically 24 hours straight of role-playing games.
It was really fun. It was really a good thing to both be part of and just to watch everyone else doing it.
We start a campaign by putting out like a pitch to everybody saying, hey, if you want to run a game, give us your ideas, and we'll put it in this list.
And at the start of the year we have our pitch night, which is basically where everyone can send in PowerPoints to us as a committee, and they can deliver presentations for their games and have as many people as they need to join their games from that pitch night, and basically just have people sign up there.
This is our main form of it, but we also throughout the year just allow people to just promote stuff within our server.
Join the Roleplay Society because it's fun.
We don't just do D&D, we do a lot of RPGs, we also do just board games in general.
Give roleplay a go. It's very stereotypically nerdy, but
It's a great way to kind of just meet more people.
And we're a very, very welcome group that just wants to get people involved and just know that there's a space for just people to just entertain themselves.
Thank you, that was very interesting. Later we'll be touring Subu building, which is a free space for all students to use, where they can use a state-of-the-art sports centre to play sports such as basketball. And they are also able to use our amazing gym.
They can purchase food and drink at our amazing cafe, which has lots of tasty snacks and drinks on offer, including toasties and smoothies. We will also be looking at the Advice Centre, where you can get advice around possible uni struggles such as financial problems and stress. The Nerve Radio Room will also be shown, where we can see exactly where the university radio is aired from. And finally, we will be interviewing the people of BU on what they think about the facilities.
Now we are bringing you to a radio interview with Nerve Radio presenter Dina Hussein. She will be telling us a little bit about herself and also telling us about all her shows, which she makes here at the university.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi.
So what course do you study at Bournemouth University?
MA Creative Writing and Publishing.
Lovely.
So, we know you have a radio show called The Majestic Unicorn. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, it's basically I interview authors and I host giveaways and I give writing advice, book recommendations, that sort of thing.
What helped you come up with the name The Majestic Unicorn?
Well, I love the creature, basically. When I was a kid, I always wanted a unicorn. So I thought of like creating my own Majestic Unicorn show.
Dina, how did you get the time to juggle a master's degree with your course while producing pre-records of your radio interviews?
I juggled a lot, basically. I have them all written down on a planner. I structured what interview I do every 2 weeks. So the first week I do like recommendations, book recommendations and music and all that. But then I structure to interview the authors for the other week.
Mm-hmm. And what was your thought process when producing them?
It's a struggle, to be honest, because each author is different and each book is different. So we have like the romantic authors, then we have the fantasy authors, and the questions have to vary. So when I structure the interview, I start with the basic questions, you know, what to ask about their life and how they come up with their stories and if their family is supportive. And then I go into the specifics about the story. So I should have read their book before, and it does take a long time to actually read the book. Some books are like 300 pages, others are 500. Yeah. So yeah, it's a long journey.
Mm-hmm. With these varying writers, what have you learnt from these interviews?
I already wrote a book, which was called My Last Breath. And after reviewing their stories and learning from them, and their strategies of creating a better story, I actually restructured my own, and it is the book that I'm working on this time, you know. So it helped me improve my writing, more description, more character, more emotions, you know. Yeah.
And what made you choose Bournemouth as your university?
Nerve Media.
Mm-hmm.
Nerve Media was the highlight of my choice, and specifically Nerve Radio, where, you know, without Nerve Radio, I don't think I'd be coping that much, being far away from home.
And what do you do in your spare time?
I read a lot of books. I hang out with friends, and I also work on my book. Yeah.
What is your book about?
It's based on my life in Lebanon, because I'm half Cypriot, half Lebanese, and my relationships there, and it's told from two perspectives, from a girl's perspective and a guy's perspective.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a romantic sort of drama, yeah.
And what made you start this radio show?
I wanted to come out of my comfort zone because I'm so cooped up in my own little bubble where I feel like, you know, nothing will hurt me or whatever. But I really wanted to do something that branches me out into like speaking to people, because I'm going to be writing books. I'm going to have to like communicate with others. So it kind of helps me branch out like that, yeah.
And why do you want to encourage people to do creative writing?
It helps. It helps with everything, you know. For example, you're in a situation where you can't handle it, so you'd write it from another person's perspective and try to analyze your problems through a story format, sort of. Yeah.
And after your masters, where do you see your writing going in the future?
Many books later, maybe a movie later, maybe a school. I don't know, maybe I want to start my own academy, writing academy. I'm not really sure, but something like that, yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And where do you meet all these people that you interview?
I do have other author friends, and some of them are from Instagram, others are just from books that I find online, and I start to, you know, communicate with them. And it's the most important thing to do, you know, when you interact with those kind of people and those kind of authors, you just let them know that you really enjoyed their book and give them like a positive feedback, or, you know, something they could have improved, or, you know, you wanted to see something different. Yeah.
And what time and day do you produce your radio show that we can listen into?
So it's today, on Thursday, at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And today I'm also hosting one of the biggest giveaways for Bournemouth University students and AUB students. You can find out about the giveaway on my Instagram, which is dinzy_, or you can find out more about the shows on YouTube, Majestic Unicorn.
Lovely. Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
That was really interesting, thank you. And in recent news, we have recently had the opening of our new reception, The Hub, a space where you can now find a variety of services, including accommodation services, reception, and lost property. There have been loads of events by Subu recently. Students had their chance to show their competitive streak at Games Night in the Fusion building from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on 13th of December. People at Old Fire Station also had the pleasure to listen to the indie brand called Sudara Karma on the 8th of December. Nerve Radio also visited BBC One recently as they celebrated the Silver Award at Student Radio Awards. This prestigious event, held annually since 1995, the same year that Nerve Radio was founded, is hosted at the exciting O2 Arena in London. Not only are there 200 students, but there are also 200 industry guests, which includes some of the biggest names within broadcasting industry, such as Craig Davis. Also, having cause for celebration recently was Sport BU, who opened a new multifunctional pitch and changing rooms on 23rd of November 2023 at Chapelgate. The development of this new facility was supported by a £1.7 million grant from Premier League, the FA and Government's Football Foundation. Not only is it a Bournemouth University facility, but it can also be hired by schools, community groups and local residents. Recently, in our Sports BU home fixtures, there have been an interesting mixture of results. Both the second and first men's football team were unbeaten this week, as the second team drew 0-0 against Exeter and the first team beat Exeter 3-2. In lacrosse, the women's first team were close runners-up in a game that finished 14-15 to Exeter. A heartbreaking defeat in the very last second for men's first rugby team. They lost by 1 point, 33-34 to Exeter. Many students have recently been taking part in Movember, a charity which focuses on men's mental health. You may have some of these events on campus, which as the rugby team cycled to Twickenham and back, raising over just £600 just on that day. Outside of university is of course the Christmas market, includes the ice rink, which was rented out by Res Life BU, an alpine lodge and the town's Christmas tree wonderland.
Now we're taking a tour of the Student Union building where we will see the facilities that it has to offer. Some students will also be interviewed to find out the benefits of the Student Union and some information about the societies that they are in. So over to you, Jamie.
Hello and welcome to this amazing tour of Subu building. I'm Jamie, I'm going to be taking you around today. So first of all, over here, this building is actually attached to the Subu gym, where we've got this WAM gym, you can come get your gains and whatever. And over here, if you take a look, we've got a gym, people getting their game up. And then over here we have a cafe, where people can come get refreshments between classes, between gym sessions, whatever. Let's take a look at the next floor then. 12 days of Christmas, Monday the 4th to Friday the 15th. Discounts, events, offers and activities each day until the end of term. I'm joined with
Jodie.
And Jodie, tell me a bit about yourself. What do you do at Bournemouth?
I'm a psychology with forensic investigation student.
Yep.
Yes, I'm on the women's second volleyball team. I enjoy it a lot. I started in my first year. I'm a third year student. And yeah, it's kind of the main way I keep active, so it's quite fun.
First floor, what we got? Got a student union here, help desk for any of your needs. And then if we come round here, yeah, these are like little classrooms. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Little classrooms. For people to come do their work with teachers and that. Into the lift we go again. 12 days of Christmas with Nerve Radio. 12th of September. On the 4th floor. Every time you hear a Christmas song, get some free chocolate. Oh, this floor, I like this floor. It's one of my favourite floors. Nice little view. And then if we go over this way, over here we have the amazing Nerve radio station where people do radio shows every day. Can you tell us a bit about what you're doing here? What's going on?
So we're fundraising for Project Play International. We're going to Uganda next year or Kenya and building playgrounds for underprivileged children. Yes, so we will build playgrounds in Uganda or Kenya, and then we teach the children a bit of English. They also hire the locals all year round to build and help out, so they give full-time jobs.
A fun little fact that means absolutely nothing. There's 5 floors to this building, yet 6 buttons. We have the advice centre, where if you've got any problems with, if it be financially, personal, whatever, come here, they'll sort you right out. They're open from 11 AM to 12 PM. Make an appointment if you've got stuff going on. That concludes our tour of this fabulous building. Hope you lot enjoyed. Hope you found out more about Bournemouth University. Back to you at the studio.
That was really insightful look into the Subu building, Jamie. I always go there to help me revise and catch up on any work with their relaxing, peaceful atmosphere and comfy chairs we can always sit on. There's always a space at Subu, especially with its 5 floors. How do you find it, Ella?
Oh, I'm after you.
And thank you, Jamie, for that insightful look into the Subu building. We will now be looking at exactly what is coming up at Bournemouth University over the next few weeks. Over to you, Scarlett.
There's always an event on at BU. With loads of festive events coming your way, tonight from 7 to 11 is Queermas, a festive buffet hosted by Bournemouth University's LGBT community. Adding to the university's wonderful sense of inclusivity is also the upcoming International Students Winter Social. The event is in our student hall from 3 to 5 on the 18th of December. And if it's a festive party you're looking for, then check out the Black Student Network Christmas Party from noon on the 22nd of December to 3 AM on the 23rd of December. Wow, what a long Christmas party. Feeling hungry? Well, not to worry, because on the 20th of December and the 17th of January, the Community Kitchen Supper Club will be running from 5:30 to 6:30 in the evening. This event on the 2nd floor of Subu even gives you a hot meal for free. At the Bournemouth Gateway building, there will be a free yoga class from 6:30 to 7:15 on the 17th of January next year. Now that sounds like the perfect way to exercise your muscles and find some good old inner peace. Speaking of flexing your muscles, let's go over to our sports events, which Bournemouth University has a range of throughout the week. Games will be away after the first 2 weeks of December, but fear not, as they'll be back from the 10th of January. Currently, you can watch these games every Wednesday by going to Chapelgate, where you'll see such sports including BU's football teams, lacrosse and tennis teams playing against teams from elsewhere. We will now head to Ella and Jess, who will wrap up the show with a special guest, as per usual.
Joining us now is a member of the Golf Society here at Bournemouth University, Andrew. So Andrew, tell us, what do you do here at BU?
First of all, I'm a student here at Bournemouth University. I study sport and exercise science, and I'm a member of the Golf Society and the Cricket Society. I'm a 10 handicap in golf, and I just play cricket for a bit of fun, and so far uni's been really good.
Cool, that sounds really interesting. And today Andrew's going to be helping with our putting skills. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. So you two will be having a competition today. You'll be going off head to head. So the goal of the competition is to try to get it in one of these 2 holes, and you'll get a point for that. But you'll be having 3 goes, 1 from 3 foot, 1 from 6 foot, and 1 from 9 foot. So first of all, let me just show you guys just the basics of putting.
Okay.
So first of all, before you even have to hit the ball, for the setup, you need to have the putter head flat on the ground. not angled up and not in the air. You want to have it flat on the ground, just to be as stable as possible. Second of all, you want both hands on the club. For me, I prefer my left hand on top and my right hand on the bottom, just like that. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. You can have your left foot on the bottom, right hand at the top, whatever's comfortable for you guys. Third of all, you see these three dots on the club? You use these 3 dots to line up the ball to where you want to hit it. So let me just show you what you need to do now. So you see the club head's flat on the ground, the 3 lines are all good, and then all we need to do is just hit through the ball and hopefully get in one of the holes.
Ooh.
That's it, but I missed there, that wasn't that good, but
In the
there we go, that's the basics. So Ella, do you want to have a practice go real quick? And then Jess, here we go next.
Perfect.
So I just pop it on one of these lines.
Yep, so you want to keep the putter head flat on the ground and just 2 hands of club, and that looks pretty good, so when you're ready, go for it. There we go, that was good, that was good.
That was so
right,
close.
Jess, you want to have a quick practice go?
Please. Wait, did you put it on the 6? Okay. Right, like that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is my stance okay and everything?
Yeah, everything's all good actually, so when you're ready, go for it. Yeah, that was good, that was good.
Too much power.
Yeah, a little bit too much, but that's fine. Right, decide where you 2 are going. We're going to do a coin flip. So.
I got heads.
I'll go tails.
Right, here we go. And it's tails. So Ella, you're going first. When you're ready, do you mind putting the ball on the 3 foot, then the 6 foot, then the 9 foot?
Yeah.
And there we go. There we go, you got this.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, the putter head flat. Yeah, it looks all good. When you're ready, go for it. Oh, that's unlucky. That was a good putt. Just a little bit too much pace, but that's fine. That was a good putt.
Line it up.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. Keep the putter head flat. Yeah, that's good. When you're ready, go for it. That was a good line, just a little bit too much pace again.
Okay.
But that was a good putt again. So now just last putt off the 9 foot, and then it'll be Jess's go.
Oh no.
Now you got this, come on.
Okay.
That's unlucky, don't worry.
Sorry.
I'll let you redo that, it's fine.
Cheers.
Yeah, that was a good putt, just the wrong line that time. So
Good
Jess, your
line.
go. Do you want to start on the 3 foot?
Yes, please. If I can get the ball out. There we are. Right. Wait, can you move it back a bit?
Yeah, I'll
please?
just adjust it a little bit. There
Thank
we go.
you. Right.
Right, putt head flat. Yeah, looks good,
Line
go
it
for it.
up.
Yeah. well
Nice
done.
shot.
Got one, that was a
What
great
could I
putt.
say?
Nice. Now one putt from the
Nice.
6 foot.
This is where I failed.
Now you got this, come on. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Just a little bit too much pace, but that wasn't bad. And now the last putt from 9 foot, and then that'll be it.
Right, I'm going to go for the other one.
Go for it.
Right.
Yeah, that looks good, go for it.
Aww.
That wasn't bad,
Too
it was a
much
good
power.
line, just a little bit too much pace. But Jess, you are the winner, and you win today's competition. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, well done, that was really good from both of you.
Thank you for coming along today, Andrew. If anyone would like to get involved with the Golf Society, where would they go?
So you can go visit their Instagram, it's called Bournemouth University Golf. You can just check their profile out and send them a DM.
Well, that's all we've got time for today, folks. We'd like to thank all the societies and the student union that joined us. We'll see you next week on Being You at BEU. Bye.
Bye.